Alright guys, I almost have the radio station doing what I want it to do. Get that computer over here for that stuff. Might as well, right? This was a computer that came from a Goodwill down in Phoenix. It didn't have any RAM in it. I'm trying to remember if it had a heatsink. It had a heatsink. It's an i5. I really like the i5s. I've not found one yet that I didn't like. I can't remember what the specs are on this one. System. But it's like super fast with the solid state hard drive. Okay. i5 4590, 3.3 gigahertz, has 16 gigabytes of RAM in it. A couple different hard drives in it, I think. I can't remember if this one has more than one or not. I'm slowly getting rid of all the old drives. They're just not worth having around. Even if I have to replace a hard drive once a year for $27, it's so much faster. It's 4 or 5 times faster. It really is. And that's a huge noticeable difference. You could upgrade that in these old computers and you'd see, 30 to 40 second boot times. You could put as much RAM as this thing could possibly handle, which I think in the case of this one's probably 32, and you'll see no difference. This one here, I put 32 gigabytes of RAM in it with a spinning drive. It was just as slow when it had 12. But then I switched over to solid state with 32 gigabytes, and it flies. I have not really kind of compared Linux with Windows, but I have 2 hard drives in here. Both are solid state. One has Linux on it, Ubuntu. That way, if something goes wrong with Windows does something stupid, I don't have to worry about it. I just deal with the hard drive. So I just boot them up separately from the BIOS screen. Anyway, so I got the station pretty much doing what I wanted to do. We got the solar inverter. I got the other Pi over here. One of these days my buddy's going to ask for that Pi back. And I'm going to have to give it back to him. He just lives down the road though. He loaned it to me to work on the Hermes light. So just so you know, buddy, I have not forgotten about you. I'm not trying to keep your Raspberry Pi. But anyway, then I got these ones over here running. And this green thing, I need to just use it as an inverter only and get another charge controller to handle the output of it, because it makes noise. It makes this noise that we're seeing here. So I've got this area cleared out. Got a bucket for garbage. Been picking up garbage, clearing up this area. I'm printing. I've got access to this stuff if I need to. Got another pumpkin in here. This filament seems to allow me to print faster. I need to use up this clear stuff, but this stuff is really hard to remove the supports on. So I'm hoping maybe printing it slower will help it a little. I do have an air conditioner over here kind of blowing on this, but the part cooling fan is not on. And hopefully that doesn't have an adverse effect on the PLA. Anyway, we'll see how that does. So I'm not sure what the print speed really is, because I think it's considered infill. But this thing has been like really touchy to get it to go fast, and it's probably just something that I'm not understanding. But I've had a lot better luck with this one. But you definitely do have to get them dialed in. But much easier than many of the other printers that I've used. So you got all that taken care of. I've got this station here set up. It works. There's a coax cable coming out of somewhere for me to hook to it. I've got some more stuff here I have a little room to work on things. I put some stuff in the way. And I need to clear some stuff out of here. I put a lot of stuff on this shelf. And I'm going to have to clear this area with winter's coming. And we're going to be needing heat. But I might just use this because this is a heat pump. And a heat pump is easier to use on the electric bill than an electric heater. It's just an air conditioner that flops around backwards. And this one doesn't do that. But this one draws 1,000 watts. This draws like 700. But I've got enough solar hooked probably to run this most of the time. But that extra 1,000 watts at night when you don't have a lot of battery charge, you know, it adds up. I added this little area over here. Got to sort through some more stuff. So yeah, I got to get another cable so I don't have to switch around. So I need to make like a distribution block or just put another 12 gauge power pole with eyelets on there. It'll be good. We're gonna have nice weather for about 3 days here. I might try and take this out tomorrow. And then on the weekend, it's supposed to get really cold and possibly sleet and snow. So we go from 90-degree weather to, in a week, sleet and snow. In between that, we'll have 60s and 70s weather finally. So anyway, I'd like to take that out, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, I finally got things a little bit more how I want them. Still a mess, and I'm still struggling to throw things out that I know I should. Anyway, we'll catch you all later.